honestly, I'm not really sure how it's good. Since, well, let me put it to you like this. My PlayStation subscription has come to an end, and everyone has a pretty uppity attitude about, resubscribing and stuff like that, and honestly, I don't blame them. But the price is going up by a single dollar, just makes you wonder. It's that Concord tax. And we're going to keep making fun of Sony about it over and over again until they finally stop doing this. They just can't keep doing this to themselves over and over again. Every single time. It's like, when are they going to stop doing this? Now let's see if I can finally get something from this damn mode. As I've been waiting for it for too long. Alright, for some people it is hilarious. I've been talking about a paid subscription to begin with. I forgot about that. I haven't paid for online anything like in 5 years. 1,000 nuts that cause instant death. And it's a 5-second revive. Yes, maybe I could have also gotten the... Oh, I got a new ring, and a decent one at that. I mean, some of us just... There's just certain games we like. We know that the whatchamacallit, the PC has everything. Hell, PC had Dragon Quest Heroes. It was just being stubborn. Would it have made a difference, really? Possibly. I could have seen us playing more games with each other. Like, absolutely. I don't know if I can still add people. Let's see. And that's the only thing. But let's be real here. If we really wanted to play games with each other, you would have been asking consistently. Instead of thinking I would have repeatedly saying no. The only thing that would have kept on happening is me repeatedly losing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's the only thing. Right? But, you know, you never asked. And it's true, I never asked either, but, you know. This just goes for both of us, really. Neither of us asked, and nobody wanted to bother. It was almost we just pretended that we already knew what the intention was to begin with. He's not gonna play me in a game. Of course, it doesn't really change the fact that I'm one game ahead of you. Some games I suck at, and I mean, yeah, of course. Can't be good at all the games. Just some of them. If it's possible, let's see. They really won't let you add anybody when you're in here as a party. You really have to go in there raw. Kind of annoying. Don't know how they do that. I gotta find the next situation. Anyway, I'm just trying to find a new weapon is what I'm trying to do. This game has supposedly been giving people their new weapons more rapidly than anything else before. So I figured I'd give it a try. I mean, I already got a nice ring. But it still costs some investment to actually get it going and everything. I just don't like any of the abilities of the new weapons, and that's another thing. The abilities are everything. So my gameplay can actually change and feel different. And we had something like that not too long ago. Okay, maybe months ago. Until stuff got outclassed, but hey, it's normal when stuff gets outclassed. This is completely normal. And Fanstar tried to fix this issue, you know, by giving us weapons that drop more commonly. At least in this game mode. Oh well. Oh, I actually got one of those Grand Illusion weapons, finally. This is my first one actually obtaining, for once. Now I just gotta find the right EX skill that I need. Get as many of these for fresh as Oh, it's just basically every enemy. But anyway, how's your day been? My day's been pretty quickly. My boss wanted me to go faster for some reason. He thought I was taking too slow for whatever reason. Kinda weird. You know? I always thought I was going relatively fast. I feel like it's just more of a him issue. I mean, certain things take a certain amount of time, and if you go any faster, you're gonna miss out on some stuff. At least that's what I believe. I mean, he should just get over it. In all honesty. I'm the best. I made Sloppy Joe. You know, I might do some Sloppy Joe when I go to the beach, by the way. Which is happening soon, on the 15th. So, I'm having a tough decision of whether or not I want to bring this game with me. If I bring the PlayStation 4, I'm going to obviously bring all the fighting games. Because I want to spend too much time on a game. I kind of want to just, you know, enjoy the stuff that we have. But I'm also had this hilarious idea of trying to revive my interest in, the Xbox 360. Like, that's a thing. I think to myself, is that even possible? Reviving my interest in that thing. I mean, I kind of hope it is. I mean, I certainly want to try. Absolutely. I feel like everyone's left. I can't figure out where people are at. Guess I'm just waiting for the boss to show up. Yeah, maybe I'll make some Sloppy Joe. You can still go online with Xbox, but only do it with friends. I mean, yeah, I have some friends, but they've grown old, if you could imagine that. They've gotten old, and they probably don't play the games that I used to anymore. And not only did they kind of broke up with each other because they was like one of those family type of things. Like they were married at one point, separated, and it was just kind of depressing. Like, damn, man, you had your girlfriend, gamer wife, and then all of a sudden, I'm not saying he blew it or anything, but they just parted ways because, you know, when you're a female, of course you can part ways and get tired of it. Who the hell cares about commitment anymore? I know for damn sure it wasn't the guy's problem. What games did y'all play? Oh, we played the shit out of Left 4 Dead 2. That was the game. That was a competitive game. That game would get you salty. I mean, they would get saltier than me, so I wouldn't have time to get salty. But boy, even there was just some times where, and that's a community where you really did have to also care about the opponent too, because you couldn't complete games at all. You'd be like, you got to run this back. And sometimes we had to give it to them. By the way, there is no tough luck or nothing. The game would not finish if enough people just left and stuff. Plain and simple. You had to actually give the enemy team somewhat of a chance of a reset. A meaningful reset, that is. But I liked it that way. I mean, sure, it was at some occasion where I get kicked out of a game, and it was all most of them. Yeah, if your PC could run there, people would still be online on Steam. Yes, I know Steam usually is the solution for everything. Hell, there might even be some people who play Dragon Quest Heroes on Steam, possibly. But honestly, Steam, the thing about Dragon Quest Heroes, and I know we're jumping the shark here, but that game does not go on sale. It's always 50-something bucks, like it's a brand new game, all of a sudden. But it's not. It's an old-ass game that should be in the 20s place at most. But it isn't. Because of the company who made it. And they want to get their money's worth, I guess. Maybe that's why they keep doing it that way. Like, oh well. I can respect the idea of wanting your money's worth and not budging on it. There were some games that are like that too, that I've come across, where they absolutely didn't want to put any sales in the game. They're like, you paid for the game in full, so we get our money's worth. But yeah, it was kind of like that. Well, if you're even and for the people who are coming here for the Fantasy Star, the only reason I'm even touching this game to begin with is because at some point it's gonna unlock a new skin, and by unlock it's a limited time skin. So that's another reason why I kind of sort of want to play the game now. I mean, it's not available at this very moment, but next week it will be, I think. And I kind of don't want to miss it. But I can see myself getting into Street Fighter V. Let's see what I missed out on. I mean, I'll be missing out all the cool features like 6 had. I'll have to dash in my own way. Oh, and I guess there were other games that I didn't feel like playing or streaming because it was just too sweaty sometimes. Like, really, really too damn sweaty. 5 was only good in its last 2 seasons. Yeah, that seems to be the case with a lot of cases. Oh, and speaking of last 2 seasons, I want to say that the new season for Street Fighter 6 is interesting. I can't believe they're giving us all new characters. Can you believe that? It's hard to believe. And yes, I would count Bosch as a new character. Even though it's kind of hard to tell if the guy even has his own style because, well, he's basically a Luke clone as far as anyone's concerned. And which is fine, by the way. I mean, if we wanted to go that route, they could bring back a couple of the characters. They could bring back Damn. He was in the story. But oh well. I'm just glad we got what we got. Maybe I'll actually invest in those new characters. Maybe we'll find one as busted as JP, right? It can happen. One of those characters has got to fit my taste. Not to mention those characters are, the last that we're going to get any cool updates when it comes to, the World Tour mode, which honestly I did enjoy. Like, I could see myself playing Street Fighter 6 again. Now I don't have to worry about leveling up anymore. Like, ain't that something? I could just go to an arcade mode now, for once, and just play the thing on a regular level, which is fantastic. Like, no more grinding. No more out-of-pocket grinding. Yeah, I have plenty of online 360 games. Yeah, I must not have just done that too many Xbox 360 games. Like, very few. I guess I just barely touched it that much. But I guess I had people to play games with in real life. That's why I didn't have that much of it to begin with. Makes perfect sense, though. Oh, he's getting away. Can't have any of that. I think I have above 300 or so. 300 Xbox 360 games? I mean, I guess that is possible. Somebody died. Oh yeah, Edge Crap was going off, but I didn't feel like doing the urgent quest. And there goes my boost. Don't worry, the turtle's almost dead. And this is a boss from another, from the same game, but like from the base version. This is just the best character class to fight this boss with, honestly. As far as anyone's concerned. Since it has no parts to break. Grand Illusia, okay, 60. Now I'm getting a bunch of stuff now that I need. Both of these are rare. Deposit that. I'll look into these later. Deposit all this here. We're finally making progress for once. Let's boost that rare even further. If only I could have brought some friends over here, but I can't get anybody from my alliance to even do anything. It's just kind of like, you know, they kind of play for themselves, really. Oh well, guess it happens, and it's gonna keep on happening. They'll be purged. A huge chunk of them will be purged on July the 10th. Some may care and some may not. I just thought people wanted to play together. I mean, this is clearly are you ready for a party? Like, here you clearly needed one to come in here with a party. That's what I want to do. But like I said before, aside from like a few occasions here and there, like Street Fighter 6, there might still be some fighting games, maybe. Wuthering Waves, ah yes, the waifu game. Aren't they under the same bracket as on Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero? Like I have my I know you don't see me play Genshin Impact, but I do have access to Genshin Impact. I just couldn't get into it. I mean, as much as I like looking at anime girls, I'd rather not play one. You know, it's a monumental difference in all honesty. And I know there's some discussion online about people complaining about not wanting to play a female character, but you know, to them I'd say that's, well, it's an open and shut place. If you don't want to play a female character, that's all there is to it. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if they're hot or not. Truthfully. Especially if it comes to an MMO. Sometimes that makes a huge difference. Is that the teleporter? I think that is a teleporter. Alright, room is maxed out. I thought I had enough points for this. So soon? Yeah, so soon. That's actually a good response for that. I would say the more the merrier. It's quite random. I would say in the Altar realm, though, we did have 2 bosses that would show up from time to time. That was always the thing. Here, it seems like it's gonna be the same bosses. But hey, any excuse for people to show up and play, you know, it'd be alright. Yeah, I think in the Altar room you could actually make, like, parties, too. Here, it seems like you can't make parties prior to coming into here. Even in, matchmaking turned off. Alright, his head. Alright, so we do have a ranger with us. Oh good, he's getting killed faster. So he had nowhere to run, actually, at that angle.
Where's your mother at?
Success.
Turn that off. The funny thing is that even with these new augments, it's still something I still can't get my hands on right now. At least not yet. Certainly not yet. Not really sure how useful a PP recovery thing would be. Not for a, well, for subclass. No, for a protector, it'd be great to have lots of photon blast charge. Really great. Well, I don't know what game to play. I mean, you can always play a single-player fighting game. I mean, that's always something to play. At least that's what I would do. I mean, I know I'm not playing one right now, of course. I mean, but it'll get there eventually. I'll be in the mood. Maybe I'll play a good old Avatar Fighter for the Xbox 360. A timeless classic, where fighting games and custom characters all came together and had a whole bunch of fun. And when whipping somebody's ass with a standard character versus, you know, your custom character was the funniest flex ever. A flex that would almost never get old. And grab this. Still can't afford any more stuff, huh? More of this, sure. I already got my Gran Illusia weapon. Oh look, now I finally leveled up. We're only gonna toggle this for about an hour at most, but it's not even guaranteed I'll get a full hour. Just depends on my mood. Someone's using their Mars. If I felt like going through all these silly elements, I'd probably mess around with Bouncer here too. There kinda is no need, really. Alright, the subclass can go up now, too. Oh boy, battery power is looking low. How did this possibly happen? I don't even have my cord on me. I'm sure I'll have enough time. High-level players are monsters, damn vicious killers, okay. Yes, you could say that. Of course, we're also, some of us are considered lazy players too. I mean, some of us don't really want to go through the trouble of, you know, upgrading. On one hand, I get it. Why do we want to go through that kind of trouble? You can pick up items too. Didn't know you can get food from here. And I think finding the little white things that we're going to be looking for, I'm lazy and I barely ever use more than 2 characters. I mean, it's not really lazy if you're using 2 characters. I mean, sure, Z-Fighter was a special case because, let's be real here, a lot of the characters follow a fundamental same structure, except for a few others. There were just a few exceptions to that rule. A few. But other than that, everyone basically followed the same thing. Essentially. Honestly, I couldn't even find the thing I was looking for. Now I gotta go hide in the water somewhere. And get this, whatchamacallit thingy. I'm sure no enemy will find me here. Before I lose connection. Most characters I ever use are high was 4. Now I can move again. Oh, this is our boss right here? Alright, this is the angel that killed me the last time around in the base game. He was a higher level than me. Let's see, who did I use? I basically used charge characters for Street Fighter 4. I mean, Blanca and Guile, sure. Maybe, I don't know if we count Ryu because, you know, Ryu's like the main guy, but I probably use him from time to time when I was feeling lazy and stuff like that and just wanted something that was familiar. But did I ever use any of the new characters? Let's see. I didn't use Abel. I didn't use Rufus that much. Damn, I don't think I used any of the new characters back then. Just whatever it showed up was returning characters. Well, I mean, only ever used for characters at most. I mean, I get that for most people, using a brand new character is like an entirely new commitment that not everyone's willing to do. Some people are just okay with the characters that they have. And, you know, if they show up, great. Because, you know, it was still funny as hell that people were bitching and moaning about, you know, the characters that we got for Street Fighter 6. Because a lot of people were just all like, man, I just want to play the same characters, have them come back over and over and over and over. Just keep regurgitating the same exact characters, and then, and get into a new system and stuff. And it felt like that, you know? It's like, damn, guys, really? We're never gonna beat the, allegations, are we? We're gonna just keep repeatedly and consistently whining about, if they release Sakura in 6, I'll come back, then, I'll be, using more characters. Yeah, like, I get it, but Sakura was already in 5, and remember, right? 5 is exactly defined the way it is. And at least 5 was willing to change up the formula, add some new mechanics here and there. Unlike 6, which is kind of kept the same because, well, they're terrified of the idea of changing things and making it yeah, I used her in 5. Hell, but then they had Gale too back then too, that's another thing. Grand Lucian is 60. I want that Grand Lucian at 100. Where is it at? Deposit. Good thing about that mission pass. Where's that thingy where I can upgrade my character one more time? Not the maximum yet, but it's gonna get close then. That's probably good enough. I can't believe it's gonna take more than an hour to actually upgrade my character too. Well, you get to level, whatchamacallit, the maximum level. Because honestly, after this, I gotta try to fight Luther again before Wednesday, just to get those extra star gems. And I guess the campaign is apparently going. I might have to even do them today. That's another thing. Sword slash. Beam blast. Another one of these. I think I got my life back somehow. Oh, look at his pretty lightsaber. Somebody died from that. This is about where you get silted over. And I'll have you know that my gear is quite powerful, by the way. It is considered close to best in slot. As far as anyone's concerned. And now we go for this now because it's at 100%. Grand Lugia.
Success.
I'm gonna have too many items to go through. That's how I wanted it, I guess. More to that runes guy. At some point I'll use this as mobile cannon. See how powerful that is. Alright, 20 minutes left. Looks like some people are thinking about leaving already. Guess I can't blame them.
Trial start.
I mean, it has been a while. now they're dying quick now. Then we gotta shift through all of this.
Trial start.
I just can't stand these guys just kind of sitting here turtling us from a distance. Man, I still haven't killed these guys yet.
Success.
I wonder if the Grand Lucius can even evolve. That's what I'm thinking. There's got to be an evolution to these things.
Trial start.
This thing's almost next anyway, so...
Success. Trial start.
So is he dead? A bullrog. Alright, 2 left.
Success.
I'll save the mobile cannon when I fight the boss. I definitely want to use it. See how useful that is.
Trial start.
Here's our boss. I can't believe I might have to make time to fight Luther on a Monday. More rare enemy nonsense. Alright, we're almost there. Supply efforts, yeah, sure. Getting full already. Yuck. I think it's definitely reaching its limits. Mars must always be maxed out at all times. Come on, one more turtle before the 9-minute mark. I want to use the last remaining time to look through all my stuff.
Trial
I'm sure that mobile cannon will come in handy eventually.
Trial start.
Very good. Yes, I suppose it is very good. Who is the worst character you've ever used? In what game are we talking about? In Street Fighter 6? Yeah, give me an idea of what game we're talking about here. If we're talking about this game, even though I haven't used them, I really don't like Fighter that much. If we're talking about this game, of course. Any fighting game. Okay, let's see. Don't want to talk about Bleach Blade of Fate, even though that's a goated game. That game has an issue of having joke characters, and clearly they're all... Oh, I know. Let's talk about the recent Marvel vs. X-Men vs. Street Fighter. That was a video I made not too long ago. Let's see. Least favorite character to use on there. I want to say Cammy's kind of annoying. I mean, Dhalsim, they say he's the worst character. I mean, according to videos, Dhalsim and Juggernaut are supposed to be the worst characters in that game. Because of, well, you know, being a fat hitbox in a versus game is a death sentence. And then there's their Dhalsim specific infinites that no one has thankfully ever done yet, by the way. But they do exist. Like, really lucky that no one's ever done those before. I'm sure it'll happen eventually, though. If I'm not careful. So we could have got a better reward, but I just had trouble finding stuff. Out of every fighting game I've ever played, I think that Gran is the worst character to use. How? What, because he's the most basic character? He's like the Ryu of the game and stuff like that? Because, you know, when I use Gran, you know, I kind of sort of... I mean, sure, I have my little additional choices, but I go for characters that honestly are going to just not disappear because, you know, I'm using the freemium version and stuff like that. I mean, it's just... goes without saying, really. That's why I tell myself. But I don't feel like learning any new characters. When I pick up Graham in Grand Blue Versus. I mean, I would apologize that I couldn't get into it, but hey, when you can't get into Grand Blue Versus, you just can't. I just don't like it when you get stuck in the corner and there's not much you can do about it, really. He has no tools. Every other character is a crazy anime fighter. Yes, yes. They should have made him crazy anime character to some extent. What could they have possibly done with Graham? Because now that I think about it, aside from you, I don't think I've seen anyone use Graham, or even his sidekick girlfriend, too. For some reason. Sure, I had a feeling that, you know, he was like that. Because you can still make some good, like, like, look at Soul Bad Guy. You'll see people use Soul Bad Guy. And that's a weird game. Like, he's a fantastic protagonist. Cool, interesting, and hell, bad guy. For some people, that's all they need to hear. That sounds edgy and stuff. Oh well, but not everyone can follow that path. Some people want to be stoic instead. Can't all be brooding in the bad guy all the time. Man, I haven't seen that turtle in a long ass time. I don't know if I'm gonna wait for him, honestly. I kinda wanna use a gun right now. Actually, it's an hour past, so let's see. The next trial that shows up, I'm using this gun thingy. I'm gonna get my damn money's worth. Or points worth. The next one that shows up. Where are you at? Also, the population's getting smaller too. I want to cash out now and see what on earth we're getting. Alright, cool, and it's nearby. Time to figure out what this weapon was all about. No cooldown on that move, huh? Oh wow, the bonuses came to an end too.
Success.
Oh, now the fucker shows up. Can you believe this? He shows up after this. Unbelievable.
Trial start.
They wouldn't have lasted long enough for him anyway. Just when I was getting tired of them, of this area. And I'm not gonna just pop another boost just because, Tim. It ends here at this last fight. I almost want to AFK because of that. But one thing's for sure, though. Gotta find the blight area. Hopefully that dude doesn't keep flipping and flopping it wherever he puts it at. I should be flying away right now. It's funny you say nobody uses Gran. I noticed that, yeah, but statistically it says differently. Oh, really? Statistically, nobody uses him, though, for real. Well, there you go. Nobody uses them because nobody uses them. What's there to miss out on? Like I said, I've played a bunch of matches, and aside from you, there's no one else. I mean, I don't even know who your main character is. You may not have fought me with your main. I know for damn sure Gran can't possibly be your main. I mean, maybe he is. And I could be wrong. Let's say, fix your blight round, sir. Gran is my main and Beatrix. Unless you gotta show me a picture of Beatrix if I know what you're talking about. I always use crappy characters. Well, aside from Juggernaut and Dalsim being crappy characters, I just like their playstyle. I mean, I don't really see them too often in versus play. You know, aside from that one time where I was facing the other guy, who I feel like a lot of people will pick my character just as a knowledge check. I was like, you actually know how to fight with these characters? Are you actually good with these characters? I bet I could beat you with your own characters. Because that'll happen nowhere else. But I guess when there's ever a game that involves being able to see what character you pick, of course it's going to happen. In that type of game. Even though in a lot of Z fighters, I could have easily copied other people's team, but, you know, I wasn't really inclined to pick whoever I wanted to pick, truth be told. And all the bad characters that I didn't play too much, surprisingly. I just had Roshi, and that was about it. And I eventually got used to Roshi and his nonsense. His high jump did come in handy when it came to just getting out of harm's way. But he'd get messed up by a Dragon Rush, though, if it came his way. Come on, ready, end this already. You have no idea how long I've been here. Like I've been here for an eternity. Now I have less of a drop rate, though. And I should have could have left before, well, as soon as I saw the guy. I really could have. But it's almost over. We'll check and tease the alliance one last time and see how it goes from there. Okay. Beatrix is basically the Sakura of the game. She's like Gran. Oh, okay then. That's good to know. Phenomenal to know. Alright, time to figure out and see what weapons are actually good or not. Because I'm so curious to find out. I mean, it's a little depressing I didn't find any of the Fixa 5s on those Grand Lucios thingies. Because one YouTuber did find them, let's see. Shortage, Blight version thing, I don't really like that. Wait, preservation, what does that mean? I mean, it's not really something that happens with my characters, so... It can be useful for some people. Not a good combination. Light person, I think I don't really like that. Gradual pressing, fortune sign, and tough mind. That's like a heart, maybe. I mean, sure, it'll keep you alive. And hell, I could see myself rolling with that. I might save that one for later, honestly. Blight Onslaught. And that might be a really popular one, so I might keep that one. That's an interesting one. Let's see. For 20 seconds when using a different... Okay, so Onslaught might be something worth keeping. This one's trash. I don't really like that one. Shortage. AP. Yeah, I mean, no, not really. Hysterical forcing to... Shortage. No. And I have more to deal with this too. If we can evade Onslaught. No. Heavy attack. I mean, heavy attack isn't exactly the worst thing here, but it's a defensive one. Maintain balance is not really what I'm looking for. Gradual pressing versus blue chick. I don't really like maintain balance, even though some people might like it. Hysterical strength. Critical. No. That might be a really good defensive one, honestly. I could see that one selling for at least $1 million. Easily $1 million. It has everything that's defensive. For like a pussy build. Nah. Gradual PP, bring down light attack. Who would ever need light attack? They're just enemies. I guess I'll trash this one. I'm too tired to actually go through the others, honestly, but I'll lock these and, here's a reminder, deposit, because I have apparently a lot to go through right now. Let's see. Alright, all of you will go in here. I didn't realize I got more rings. Anyone who's important in my last show yet, let's see. You, I remember you. They're probably in whatchamacallit. Yes, of course they are. Anyway, that's about it for me.